Good afternoon to each and every one of you out there on this 5th day of August of 2019. This is the Global and National Kingdom Reporter, Brother Tyrone, as always. And like I have said before, and when I was in California, when I was planning this, that I was going to take you all on a journey of where the Kingdom Reporter had lived and where he had grew up at. I'm right here on the lower east side right now, right here in Manhattan. I am 2 blocks from 14th Street right now, but I am on East 12th Street right now, right here on the lower east side, because after I was born at Sydenham Hospital in Harlem, myself and my mother, we all moved down towards this way on the lower east side, and I am actually right next door to the building of where we lived at, which is building 520 over here, and it's actually under construction right now. But we had lived, myself, my mother, and our good family friend. Her name is Nay. We all live right here in this building, 520 right here. And but you know what? It's so funny. We had lived all the way up, as you can see. We lived all the way up on the top floor, going towards to the right. We had lived on that top floor. But I have a funny story to tell. Huh?
What's your mama name?
My mother name?
Family that lived here.
Oh, this was long time.
What year?
Oh my goodness. Around 71, 72, 73.
Okay, I moved here in 73. That's why I'm asking you what your mom's name.
My mother's name was Celia, but we called her Cece for short.
Cece.
And we had a guy that also lived across the street in that building over there. His name was David Soto. He was our neighbor.
Soto.
David Soto.
That name sounds familiar, Soto. Oh, I lived here since 73.
Because we actually have moved out of this building because it was a fire that had took place on the top floor. I remembered it so well. It was a fire that had took place. It was in 73.
Was it in the like the garbage?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It sure was.
That garbage chute, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It sure was. So we had moved from over here because it was myself, my mother Cece, and we had a friend of ours that stayed with us. Her name was Nay. She stayed with us. So after we had left, Nay had went our separate ways, and myself, my mother, we moved over onto the next block over on 13th Street.
Okay.
We moved on 13th Street, and then after a while, we moved. We like the song moving on up. We moved further back uptown to 49 St. Nicholas Avenue.
I just heard you say that you was living in 520, so I said I just came out the building. Let me back up and see who this is because I've been here so long also.
Oh wow! So and what is your name?
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yep, Greenwood.
Cheryl Greenwood.
Yes.
My mother, she is still alive and kicking. She's in Augusta, Georgia right now. But I am going to ask her if she.
I'm on the 3rd floor.
You're on the 3rd floor. Okay, but we had lived way on the top floor.
On the 7th floor then, because it's only 7 stories.
Yeah, we had lived on the top floor, and a good family friend that we had knew at the time, she came and visited us.
Do you know anybody? Can you remember anybody else that lived in here during that time? Recall their name?
No, but like I said, David Soto, he lived, matter of fact, he lived in building 523, right there.
Okay.
That building right there, 523. Yes. That's where David Soto lived. I have been trying to track him down, oh my goodness, for as long as I can remember, but last I know, he had moved to upstate New York.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, but this is my old building right here. Wow. We lived here because this park was not here.
It was a burned out building.
It was yes it was.
Yes.
It sure was. This building was burned out, but that was not there. Right. But when I came back in 2011, when I came back to visit in 2011, that park was there.
That's a community garden.
It's a community garden. Oh,
yes.
okay. And I tell everyone, and this even so funny. We was right around the corner from Tompkins Square Park. That's where I also too.
Wow. Okay.
This is my old building, Cheryl Greenwood. I'm gonna ask my mother.
Okay.
I'm going to ask my mother about you.
Yes. Okay. But I know majority of the people that moved out over the years, when the landlords came in and offered them the buyout, a lot of people moved out and moved down to Campos.
Right.
And on the FDR Drive.
Right.
And then over the years, I heard a lot of those people passed away.
Yeah.
From drug overdose,
Right.
AIDS, and so I know I was the only one left here. Everybody else moved.
Right.
And we were like, no, we're gonna stay. We're gonna stick it out. So.
Yeah. And God bless you for staying here for so many. And how long you been here? You said
73.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I have never known anybody that stayed in the place for so long. 73 years.
Yep.
Wow.
Since 1973.
Oh, since 73. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because like I said, I remember it was a fire in the garbage chute.
Yeah.
And we had to leave from here.
Yeah.
Myself, my mom, we had moved from here, and we moved over to the next block over on 13th Street.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, a lot of those buildings also, I think the city sold a lot of those buildings to the squatters for like $250.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
My, wow. But Cheryl, it's so nice. I probably may remember seeing.
I doubt it. You was a little kid.
Yeah, I was just looking. But my mother, she probably may remember. I'm gonna talk to my mother tonight, and I'm gonna ask her too.
Okay.
But God bless you, sister. Oh my goodness, she had lived here. That sister that I just spoke to, she had lived here for 73 years. Now, when I get back, I'm going to call my mother. I'm going to call my mother and ask her if she knew a Cheryl Greenwood. But like I said, I'm going to come across the street, and I'm going to show you. Like I said, I'm going to show you, and this is more of a view right here. This is my old building right here. This is 520 East 12th Street. I had the best years and the best times of my life. Yes, y'all, the Kingdom Reporter, born in Harlem and lived over here on the Lower East Side. And right across the street from here, this building, 523, another good friend of ours, his name is David Soto, whom I have been trying to find for a long time. He had lived in this building as well also too, on 523. And I also remember further down on this street over here, there was once a community store. There was a grocery store, and every day I would go into that store right there. I would go into that store, and I would get every single wacky packages, stickers that you can never name, and I just plaster my refrigerator all over it. And this block right here has changed a lot, has just changed a lot over the years. And yes, it is true, there was a fire in this garbage chute in this building. And like I said, we were all living up on that top floor that you see, right up on the top floor. But after that fire had started, we had to leave from out of, we had to move from out of there. And myself and my mother and they had left already. We moved over to East 13th Street. But coming back down here today, it brings back a whole flood of memories for me, and just being here, because in addition to David Soto, this is David Soto here in New York. Another good friend that we have, that I also remember, and that I'm actually also trying to find also too. His name is Kenny Fields, and he is a good brother that we have known, for so many years. He gave me a good card for my birthday as well. And last that I heard is that Kenny Fields, he had moved out to California. That's what my mother told me. That was around in probably maybe 73 or 74, and that's another brother whom I have been trying to find for so long, for so many years as well. So and also right across the street from me, this right next to this building, that was an abandoned, burned down lot. But as you see, right over here, that is a community. That is now a community garden. It is a community garden right now, right next over here to 520. But like I said, coming here today, coming here today and standing in front of this building right here just brings back a whole lot of happy times and happy memories for me as well also too, because it was myself, my mother, and Diane Manning who had came over. But I do have a story to share and tell you all, because this was something that was totally original back in the day. What nobody had never even heard or seen before anything. The unit that we had lived in, I think it's not there no more anything. The unit that we had lived in. Yes, the apartment. It was so nice and very reasonable at the time also too. But the apartment that we had lived in, way up on that top floor that you see, had a bathtub in the kitchen. Yes, you heard me say first. We had a bathtub in the kitchen. But I'm gonna tell you this: my mother and Nay, and being the original Martha Stewarts of their day, the original domestic divas that they are, they had a long plan. They had a long plano board. So whoever came, keep dropping my bag. Hold on. So whoever had came over to visit, they take that long plano board and cover it right, put it right over the tub, and have a matching like a matching cloth or something, like a matching tablecloth or curtain like cloth or something, cover it over. You and I never even think of it as as a tub in the kitchen or anything. It was just one beautiful attractive table that you could, that everybody all love, and that everybody could, just could see. But like I said, coming over here today is just yes, Diana, I am back in my, yes, Diane, I am in our old stomping ground where the Kingdom Reporter had lived, because like I said, this is where my story begins, right here. Being born in Sydenham in Harlem, and coming down over this way down to the Lower East Side. This was also the beginnings of the Kingdom Reporter as well also too. And everywhere that I've been going to, like I said, it brings back a lot of great happy memories for me. And I'm going to have to ask my mother about Cheryl Greenwood, because Sister Cheryl, she had been living in this same building for 73 years, and I don't think there's anybody that I know that has stayed in a unit for so long. And I also want to point out to you the fire escapes that you see right here. These was also our escape as well also too. Not just any escape, but on a cooler evening, on a cool summer night, you could see I had slept on these fire escapes as well also too. I had slept in them. And let me tell you something, on a cool summer night, you cannot go wrong. Or just on any cool night, on any cool night, I had slept on them, on them fire escape right there. Hello, Sister Dorothy, how are you doing today? Let me do some shout outs as well. Hello, Brother Jose, how you doing? And good afternoon to you too. Hello, Brother Sal, all the way from San Antonio, Texas. Yes, Brother Derek. Not only is it cool, but this is my old building right over here. This is my old building, my old stomping ground. Hello, Sister Mary. How you doing? Hey, Cousin Gail. Hey, Cousin Jasmine. How you doing? And Jasmine, this is your great grandma's stomping ground right here, right over here. And yes, we did have big fun back then. Hello, Brother Sean, how are you doing today? Hello, Sister Sylvia, Brother Vahan, and Sister Alice. Yes, Alice, it goes way beyond awesome. Brother Gary, Brother Ronnie, Diane, Brother Coach Rick, and cousin Sister Gail, and of course Sister Elise. Yes, thank you all once again. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for being part, for being part of the Kingdom Reporters journey, because there are still more places that I'm still going to get to go, and that I'm going to get to cover as well also too. So it's not done yet or nothing or anything, because like the song that Patti LaBelle sings, the best is yet to come, and believe me, the best is going to be coming with all the places that I'm going to, and still more and more to go, as I still continue my journey, the journey, being here in New York, and even also I will be up at my other original birthplace, and that's Harlem, USA, Harlem, New York, y'all. Hello, Sister Elise, how are you doing today? I'm gonna try to be up in the Bronx sometime a little bit later on. Yes, Gail, do get excited, because when I go to Harlem, I'm going to show you the building of where my grandmother Shing, where she had lived at when everyone, when Nana was in New York at the time as well also too. This is Brother Tyrone, your Global International Kingdom Reporter, coming to you live on the Lower East Side here in New York, right here on East 12th Street between Avenue A and Avenue B. If no one hasn't told you that they don't love you today, remember that I do, and so does the Lord. But please do me just this one favor. Be nice to somebody, will ya? Can you at least do that for me? I'm pretty sure you can. And David Soto, if you are David Soto that had lived over here, if you are watching this, I'm still trying to find you, David, because it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So David, wherever you are, I hope you're David, wherever you are, I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you are doing fine. Take care of yourself. You all have a very, very blessed day, and not only will I see you later, I will catch you on the rebound. There.